Hey, my name's Brett Williams. I'm going to be talking about a song that's important to me. It's called Poppin' by Chris Brown. It was part of his self-named Chris Brown album, which came out in 2005. Chris Brown was my introduction to R&B and hip-hop, but more importantly, it was my introduction to the black community. Being raised in a mostly white suburb didn't really give me a whole lot of exposure to hip-hop or R&B. So when I grew up and started playing sports, I was around a bunch of some black kids that I would play with over in the Peoria area, and they had a lot of spirit and introduced me to some music that I really liked. But the reason that this song is so important to me is I had a very special moment when I was 13. The songs from that album in 2005 were already considered classics, I guess, in terms of R&B. It was a young album, but by that time, songs like Run It, Yo, and Give Me That were already being played all over the place. So the moment I'd like to talk about that makes this song so special to me is in the winter, I was playing in a basketball tournament up in Chicago, and a bunch of us kids would all just share one hotel room because we didn't have a ton of money. So we would just jam to some music from the TV. YouTube was a thing back then, even though it was about 8 years ago now. We were just jamming along to a lot of the songs in the album, and once Poppin' came on, about half of the kids in the room just jumped up and started dancing and belting to the song. And what that moment really taught me is that it's okay to like music from another culture that you're not used to or that you weren't raised by. And even more importantly, that realization brought me a lot of some of the best friends I have today, and I've maintained a lot of those relationships because of the things that I've adopted from that culture. And by now you've probably realized I haven't really talked a whole lot about how great the song sounds or how often I listen to it. And that's really because that's not why I like the song. Whenever I hear the song, I think about this moment that I had in that hotel room with my friends, and I think back to that probably being the reason why I grew up to like R&B and hip hop as much as I do. And it's also the reason that I've built some of the relationships that I have with people that I may have never met otherwise, or may have seen as outsiders because I didn't respect their culture. And now that I do, I look back thinking, one, I was very naive, not understanding all of that, but now also understanding that it really is okay to like things from other cultures that you didn't grow up with. So thank you.